This is episode 2, series 1, and it'll be a continuation of the information that was coming through from the piece that is of a whale in space with the ballerina couple on its back. So I'm going to share screen. I've set this up a little differently this time. Hopefully it'll be a little clearer screen for you in that there won't be other icons all over the background. So let me first figure out how to share my screen. It's been thunderstorming here and it's extremely humid. The air is very thick. So I have a fan going near me. Yes, just like in the movies where the model's hair is blowing all around. Okay, let me just gaze at the piece that you're looking at and see what comes next. Thank you, Shower, for the good effort on your first transmission by voice through one of your art pieces. Indeed, my pleasure. And now, let me see who would like to speak here. Seems the whale itself wishes to speak. And yes, Shower, you have already seen an error in what you said in that I don't have a dorsal fin, so it is my right fin that you were referring to in the last episode. And yes, the dancers are oversized and I am undersized, comparatively, relatively speaking. Had you made the dancers the proportionate size, you may not have been able to see them very well at all. So as with all art, you can change proportions and things in relation with each other. I have been privileged to be the whale that you chose to place these dancers upon. I am a close representation of your whale, your spiritual whale, Sadie. And as you know, we have been in close proximity through the ethers, and any water that you drink, though I live in seawater, it's water nevertheless. And when you drink water, there is a conscious connection between us, as I do live in water. I have not always lived in water. I have been both amphibian and then I have walked the plane, the earth plane, as a two-legged and a four-legged. Here we are with the stars, as was discussed in episode 1. Creating this, quote, grounding line as you follow them dot to dot, as it were. I feel the energy of Nijinsky and his female counterpart, just as he has said he feels some whale energy when he does some of his movements. Would that you could have met this being. Yes, wouldn't I have loved that? The closest I've gotten is to watch the movie Nijinsky, and it was well portrayed. A man in the body of a man, yet having the effeminate tendencies, must have been difficult, especially in the early 20th century, though often Nijinsky was in France, and almost anything goes there. I wish to address the relationship between the galaxy, which appears to be behind me, the light which is beyond the galaxy and shining through basically at the female's left ankle. So as you see, there is an X and a Y axis. What is that Z? And depth. We have a lot of depth in this piece. Who knows what is behind the viewer's head? The person looking at the piece. Might there not be even more to this piece? Perhaps, shower, you should take a look at that and see what might be, quote, behind you. Does sound like an idea. We'll look into that. The frequencies that I emit through my song, though not heard audibly around the world, nevertheless do resonate through all the oceans and in some fashion is audible to many submarine folk. It might be another dimension to this piece should you add some soft meditative music and whale song. And I've actually thought of that. What seems to be missing though is the motion. Ah yes, the motion. We are all static in this piece. You do your best, sure, to give an impression of movement executed through your electric action lines, as you call them. The intent stirs things in the space around them, though they are not physical and like whips, as you have been saying. They still stir things up frequency-wise because of your intent. In fact, there is an effect on my song. It is hard to put into words. It would be part of your next experiment as well, sure. Okay, I see what you mean. Yes, please pay attention to this. It is part of your evolution. My heart, sure, is large and connects in a very big way with you. If you were to put mine next to yours, it would overpower you. It is similar, indeed, to the giant white buffalo that came to you in your dream on the 11th of July. So it is that larger than life is in your field and should be heeded. Do heed this concept. I will. I am. I'm looking at it. Well, we'd like you to look harder, look deeper, because there's more here than you can fathom. And we welcome any effort that you make to investigate and explore. The possibilities are quite limitless. The woman wishes to speak. As you recall, Sunshower, I was part of a larger piece with the Nijinsky, who supports me here. We were part of a piece that you called Timelessness, that shows the ever famous, ever wise monument, Stonehenge. And in that piece, you showed pivotal positions of various dancers, skaters, football players, hockey players. And we, Nijinsky and I, held the grounding of it all at the lower right. It is fascinating to me that you have chosen to use us several times in various collaborations and quite often in your movie collaborative artworks. I have never been named, and yet, right now, I wish to share with you my name. Well, that would be lovely. Please do. I am Myra. Myra, I am an aspect of you, shower. I am one of your star sisters who wishes to stay in communication with you as you move forward with these episodes and series. Thank you, Myra. It is another whole story about how I ended up in the movie with the man who played Nijinsky. Quite an interesting set of circumstances, which I will relay at another point. Here I wish to simply check in with you, make myself known to you, and know that as Nijinsky is supporting me here, I support you. And I thank you. Thank you, Myra. It is about the time now to release the energy of this session. We all, Nijinsky, Myra, Sadie, the galaxies, all the stars, the electric action lines, and the void bid you good eve and aho, and thank you.